Plastic pollution remains one of the biggest environmental challenges that we face. Did you know that plastic wastes are growing at a rate of 12% annually ever since the start of this century? Singapore produced a total of 900,000 tons of plastic waste in the year 2023, with single-use plastic bags, especially those from supermarkets, being among the top contributors. As a group of environmentalists, we have been tasked by NTU to come up with an actionable initiative to increase their sustainability score.
Given the severity of plastic waste in Singapore, our teams aim to reduce plastic waste on campus through the implementation of biodegradable plastic bags. Specifically, we want to find out how much consumers are willing to pay for this environmentally friendly alternative and how factors such as gender and year of studies can affect this decision.
Our business objectives are twofold: to determine a reasonable price for one biodegradable plastic bag that students are willing to pay, and to investigate any relationships between independent variables like gender, year of study, and hall accommodation. Ultimately, we are looking to cultivate a stronger sustainability mindset amongst NTU students and simultaneously improving NTU's sustainability score. To arrive at our solution, let's jump straight into our statistical analysis.
To collect our data, we distributed Google Form surveys to popular NTU group chats, such as NTU Marketplace, to ask what is the highest acceptable price, gender, hall, year of study, or sustainability importance. We ensured that our samples included the original ratio of number of Year 1 to postgraduate students, as well as an equal gender ratio. This method ensures that the sample taken are independent and identically distributed, which is important for statistical validity in our analysis.
How do we calculate the average price of a biodegradable plastic bag?
To do so, we can do a hypothesis test. The purpose of hypothesis testing is to test the validity of a specific claim and conclude whether the claim should be set as the actual price of a biodegradable plastic bag. The average price of a regular plastic bag in Singapore is currently 5 cents. The average price of a biodegradable plastic bag is around 3 to 5 times the price of a regular plastic bag due to its material and supply scale. This serves as a reasonable benchmark to put our null hypothesis at 15 cents. From the Google Sheet responses, we first turn the 60 responses into a CSV file. We then use the code read.csv to convert the data into a data frame. Based on the data from our samples of 60 respondents, this is our scatter plot, the highest acceptable prices, and a bar graph of sustainability importance. We can also look at these several pie charts of gender ratio, hall accommodation, and year of study.
Calculating at 95% significant level, we can calculate the sample mean and standard deviation of the highest acceptable price from our sample with the following code. Our test statistic can be calculated using the following formula. Since population distribution and variance is unknown, we will use the t-test, and hence we can calculate the p-value as such. Since our p-value is larger than 0.05, we do not reject null hypothesis. We have insufficient evidence to suggest that the highest acceptable price of a biodegradable plastic bag is not 15 cents. Using the data from our sample, we can also form a 95% confidence interval using this formula. From our data, we are 95% confident that the true population of a highest acceptable price by an NTU student lies within this confidence interval.
Isn't it important how we should explore the factors like age or gender and how it affects the respondents' responses?
That's right. To do that, let's go into regression analysis, where we aim to investigate the relationship between the independent variables. The independent variables we are investigating include gender, hall accommodation, year of study, and sustainability importance. We want to see how the dependent variable, highest acceptable price, is affected based on these independent variables. We're going to set gender, hall accommodation, and year of study into categorical variables and sustainability importance as a continuous variable. Hence, our regression analysis will look as such.
Our regression analysis revealed 3 statistically significant predictors of our willingness to pay. First is the year of studies. Year 2 students are willing to pay 11.7 cents more than the Year 1 students, with a p-value of 0.009. Secondly, Year 4 students show an even stronger effect, willing to pay 13.3 cents more than Year 1s, with a p-value of 0.003. Both findings are statistically significant even at the 99% confidence level. Thirdly is the sustainability importance as a significant predictor. For every 1 point increase on the 7-point sustainability importance scale, willingness to pay increases by 2.8 cents with a p-value of 0.009. This confirms that environmental values directly translates to higher willingness to pay. On the other hand, While core residents showed a willingness to pay 4 cents more than non-residents, this finding was actually not statistically significant, with a p-value of 0.145. Gender showed only a 2.3 cent difference, which is not statistically significant, with a p-value of 0.459. Year 3 and postgraduate students also showed no significant difference from Year 1 students.
In conclusion, it's clear that through hypothesis testing and calculating confidence interval, we can safely estimate the true population of the highest acceptable price for biodegradable plastic bag to be around 15 cents. Besides that, performing regression analysis has shown that Year 1 students were willing to pay the least for biodegradable plastic bag. Take a look at these bar graphs from the study. Our results have also shown that students with higher sustainability importance were willing to pay more, as you can see from the following regression line graph. This suggests that willingness to pay is not just about affordability, but also about how much students value sustainability. So, knowing fully about these facts, us environmentalists have come up with a brilliant plan that we can implement in NTU. What is our solution?
Our proposed solution is to replace all regular plastic bags with biodegradable ones, priced at 15 cents each. All NTU vendors will only provide biodegradable bags from the list of NTU-approved suppliers. We will also introduce a reward system from within the NTU mobile app. Here's how it works.
On the dashboard, students can see their impact at a glance, the number of biodegradable bags they have purchased, their total green points balance, and most importantly, the CO2 emissions that they have saved. This real-time feedback makes their environmental contribution tangible and visible.
Students can then visit the Redeem Points page to exchange their points for rewards. For example, 500 points gets you a coupon for a 10% discount at campus stores. We also offer physical rewards like reusable tote bags and digital recognition like sustainability badges. This creates a tangible incentive to keep choosing biodegradable bags.
Finally, the leaderboards page adds a social and competitive element. Students can see how they rank against their peers, both campus-wide and within their own hall. This gamification taps into social motivation and peer influence, making sustainability not just rewarding, but also engaging and fun. The system aims to motivate students, especially Year 1s, to build sustainable habits early in their university journey. By gamifying the experience, we make sustainability both rewarding and visible. Through behavioral incentives and education, it helps drive NTU closer to its goal of being a zero-waste, sustainability-driven campus.